Twitch is still struggling, but usually LinkedIn is my trigger to get going. Oops, forgot to hit the mic once again. Peace and good morning. We're live. I always forget to get Twitch up and going. I guess that me not having the mic ready gave Twitch a little time to catch up. Peace. I'm Dragon's Pitchfork, aka Shao. This is Getting It Together. We are doing this Read With Me series where I'm reading The Magic by the author of The Secret, Rhonda Byrne. Reading this because I'm I'm developing a gratitude practice. Try is a word that we are erasing from our vocabulary. Actually, I just heard from a couple weeks ago, somebody said that try is not even in some languages. That word doesn't even exist in certain languages. That's an interesting fact to me. It says a lot to me about why it should not be in my language as well. But yeah, we're reading The Magic to develop a gratitude practice in order to dispel a lot of the negative thoughts and worry that goes on in our minds. Before we get going, it's the start of the week, so I figured I'd tap in a little bit. If you recall, if any of you were tapped in yesterday, you saw Yani actually was a guest reader for the past 2 days. She jumped in here, and since I got started late, that's usually the time when she's up and about. We were having a pretty good hangout weekend together, and she jumped in and became the guest reader. The first day she read because of my voice. I was losing my voice before the Daniel Pandemonium Grayskull episode, which I highly recommend you watch. Most of it's streamed on the platforms, and it is also on our normal spaces. It's on the Grayskull YouTube channel, but I multi-stream, so it goes to the Dragon's Pitchfork YouTube channel. It's on the Grayskull Facebook page. It's on the Dragon's Pitchfork Facebook page. It's on my personal Facebook page. It's on the Dragon's Pitchfork and Grayskull Twitter accounts. It's on my LinkedIn, on my Twitch. I'm practicing getting it everywhere, y'all. But before I get too deep in, I figured I'd let you guys run sidecar on me. If you guys remember, I think I've spoken to you about it before. We did a mixtape as a part of this Rap Heads community thing. Grayskull kind of brought our train and wagon over to the Rap Heads playground, and we contributed some music and some verses to their first Don't Overthink It mixtape. It's and let me not say there, I'm a part of that community. It's our Don't Overthink It mixtape, and we've been giving out copies of it as free NFTs to people who are interested. It's also available on SoundCloud, but I wanted to take you and let you run sidecars. I'd go ahead and give a copy to somebody who asked for a copy. This brother hit me up last night on Twitter named Bex Threads. He asked for a copy of it. He sent me his Ethereum address, which I'm copying right now, and I'm going to go to OpenSea so I can go ahead and give him his free copy. Figure I'd let you watch and see how that works. It's real easy to transfer or give away a free NFTs. Giving away free NFTs is also called airdropping. So let's airdrop him his copy of the Don't Overthink It mixtape. It's a free mixtape. If you want it, just DM me or DM anybody who played a part in it. Everybody who played a part in this mixtape got free at least 50 copies of it. We'll keep giving away and adding more copies as people request them. I've gotten quite a bit of them. Let's see, I own 41, so I've given away 10 of them so far. Ooh, wow. Somehow there's a price associated with them now. I don't know how that happened, but I'm giving away for free, so whatever. If somebody wants to buy them, cool too, right? But there's a Don't Overthink It mixtape. I think it's about 9 songs long. T-Bear183, the DJ for Grayskull, mixed it up for us. We appreciate him. Let's see. New pop-up on OpenSea. This is not one I've seen often. I'm actually getting ready to pull some of my stuff from OpenSea, my Pitchfork Pieces collection, because I'm going to go multi-chain with that. I'm going to put that on multiple blockchains. Multi-chain means you're using multiple blockchains. So I'm going to put some on the Cardano blockchain. I'm thinking about Elrond, which is now Multiverse X, and I'm trying to identify my third one. Yani recommended I look into Tezos. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. So let me just read this real quick. Item sent to the wrong address cannot be recovered. Yes, it's important to know which address or which wallet address you're sending your NFTs to, or any crypto to. That way it doesn't go to somebody that you didn't intend, or just go out into the ether and die. Because once you've sent something, there's nobody that can get it back for you. There's no way that you can have somebody say, hey, I accidentally sent something to the wrong address. Can you help me? This is Web3. In Web3, you own your own property, and there are no intermediaries. It's straight up connection between you and whoever's receiving something on the other end. It says add wallets that you own and delegate cash to enable accepting off offers after transfers. That's interesting. I'll learn more about that later because we want to hurry and get to the reading, right? So here, I'm going to go to transfer. This is on the Polygon network, so the fees to transfer are pretty low on the Polygon network. The fees to transfer on transfer items on certain blockchains, aka networks, are called gas fees. And the gas fees for Ethereum, which is one of the most popular forms of crypto, can be pretty high. $5, $10, sometimes even more. Depends on the amount of your transaction. This one, this mixtape, now that it has a value, a monetary value, it looks like the gas fees have gone up. Before they were zero, it was $0 to transfer. This one's 2 cents today, so we're gonna go ahead and confirm it 2 cents. You saw it. If you saw, the number was bouncing back and forth that whole time because that time change, the amount changes based on things that are going on the network. So in this case, it went from 5 cents to 3 cents to 2 cents. So I went ahead and transferred it when it went down to 2 cents. Maybe I'll watch that with you guys. I'll show you more in depth some other time, but I want to get to the reading. So there you go. We've given Bex his free NFT for the Don't Overthink It mixtape from the Rap Heads community featuring Grayskull. I'm going to go ahead and send him a DM back and tell him it's in his wallet. And boom, we are done with that for the day. Let's get back to the business. A lot going on right now. It's been a really busy and dope week for me, to be honest. And I think establishing this gratitude practice is helping me because this has become a part of a morning practice for me, and it's helping me develop my own morning practice, which I sorely needed. I'm discovering. I've been a very loose and off the hip shooter for years and years, pretty much my whole life. And I've never had a real morning routine other than, get showered, brush your teeth, do what you got to do to be the hygiene related stuff and get going. But now I'm incorporating some time on the treadmill, a workout, gratitude journaling, which I now do on the treadmill starting this morning, meditation, which I did this morning after the treadmill, a little bit of yoga, which I did before the treadmill this morning, and then shower, of course. So all of that is helping me step to the stage or step to the desk a lot more calm, a lot more relaxed, and I feel a lot better prepared for my day. I feel a lot more loosey-goosey, So let's get to today's gratitude practice. Today's gratitude practice is called Magic and Miracles in Health. And of course, I've got some grays in my beard, so I probably need to put on these spectacles to make it a little easier to read this. Let's make sure our lights are all the way up too. Alexa, set the lights to 100%. There we go. When I'm recording, I like to have them a little dim. Oh, that's kind of harsh too, isn't it? It makes a difference. I don't know how long I've been on this dim light, but it does make a difference. It makes it a lot easier to read. All right, here we go. Magic and Miracles in Health. Let me lay this one disclaimer, which I always lay out here before I get started on my reading, and say, we're here to have a conversation with the author, and in having a conversation when somebody else is speaking, you shouldn't be thinking about, if you really want to have a meaningful, respectful conversation, and you want to really walk away from something from the conversation, gaining something, you've got to learn to quiet your own thoughts so that you can focus on what's being said or the information that's being conveyed. So when things come up in your reading that don't necessarily resonate with you or with me, I got to keep using me. I don't like giving advice and suggestions. When things come up that as I'm reading, I have to constantly tell myself not to let my pre-programming, my personal biases, or my past traumas dictate how I respond to the information. I need to just focus on absorbing the information. I can process the information later. And books like this often have moments where I'm like, oh, that's some bush. And that doesn't serve me. That doesn't help me get what the author's trying to convey. I may not agree in the end, but I should take my time to ingest and really hear the author out first before I go ahead and choose to basically discount anything that's being said. All right, make sure all the streams are good. Streams are good. We are live everywhere, and let's go. Magic and Miracles in Health. Miracles are not contrary to nature, but only contrary to what we know about nature. St. Augustine, 354 to 430. You see, theologian and Catholic bishop. Author always starts off with a quote. We should feel healthy, energized, and full of happiness most of the time because that is how it feels to have our birthright of full health. The reality, however, is that a lot of people don't feel this way very often, if ever. Many people are dealing with illnesses, problems with the functioning of their body, or suffering from bouts of depression and other mental health problems, which are all states of less than full health. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways I know to magically begin experiencing the full state of health you are meant to have in your body and mind. All the miracles of healing we see happen are simply the results of full health being restored instantly in the human body, where before there was less than full and perfect health. If you don't think gratitude creates miracles in your health and body, then read some of the thousands of miracle stories on The Secret website, www.thesecret.tv/stories. Again, this book is by the author of The Secret, Rhonda Byrne. The book is The Magic. Gratitude's magical power increases the natural flow of health to the mind and body and can assist the body in healing more quickly, as countless studies have shown. The magical power of gratitude also works hand in hand with good bodily care, nutrition, and any medical assistance you might have chosen to follow. When there is some kind of sickness or condition in your body, it is understandable that you may have negative feelings about it, like worry, frustration, or fear. But having negative feelings about sickness does not restore health. In fact, it has the opposite effect. It reduces health even more. To increase your health, you need to replace the negative feelings with good feelings, and gratitude is the easiest way to do it. So the author is speaking to the reason why I'm reading the book. This is why I'm reading it, to work on disseminating and stopping negative feelings like worry, anxiety, and to replace those feelings with other feelings that will help me put myself in a more positive mindset, which makes me much more effective and just makes me feel better throughout the day. Many people also have critical thoughts and feelings of dissatisfaction about their physical appearance. That's me with this chipped tooth for a while. That's why I didn't go live for the longest time. That's why I wouldn't get on camera for the longest time. I was very self-conscious, and that amongst other reasons. Unfortunately, those thoughts and feelings also reduce the magical flow of health. When there's something you don't like about your body, you are not being grateful for your body. Think about it. By the law of attraction, complaints about your body bring more problems to complain about. And so complaining about your body or appearance puts your own very health at risk. Now we're going into where the author pulls this section from the book of Matthew in the Bible and replaces or adds the word gratitude in this snippet or in this passage to make the author's point. But she puts the word gratitude in bold print, but she also, in parentheses after that, puts in whatever the lesson of the message that she's trying to convey with this particular chapter is. So in this case, the quote is, "Whoever does not have gratitude for their health and body, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. Whoever has gratitude for their health and body will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance of health to their body." In this case, the author went a little further and added "of health to their body" in parentheses. And what was also in parentheses was "for their health and body." And of course, gratitude, like I said, was in bold. You may be sick or unwell now, or even in a lot of pain. But if you are reading these words, you are continuing to receive the gift of health. It can be very difficult to access feelings of gratitude when sick or in pain. But even the smallest bit of gratitude helps increase the magical flow of health to the body. Today's practice, Magic and Miracles in Health, is designed to dramatically increase your health and happiness. And we're going to take a triple-pronged approach to accelerate the results. Step 1, health you've received, past. Past is in parentheses here. Think about the great health you've received throughout your childhood, adolescence, and adult life. Think about the times when you felt full of energy and you were happy. Recollect 3 separate times in your mind when you felt on top of the world. Say the magic words, "thank you," and feel sincere gratitude for those times. If you think back to the big moments in your life, you will be able to recollect 3 separate times very easily. Step 2, health you're continuing to receive, present in parentheses in this case. Think about the health you are continuing to receive today and feel grateful for every organ, system, and physical sense that is currently working well in your body. Think about your arms, legs, hands, eyes, ears, liver, kidneys, brain, or heart. Choose 5 functions in your body that are well, and one by one, mentally say the magic words, thank you, for every one. Step 3, health you want to receive, futures in parentheses in this case. You're going to choose one thing you want to improve about your body for today's magical practice, but you are going to use gratitude's magical power for it in a very particular way. Think about the ideal state of what you want to improve. When you give thanks for the ideal state of anything, you have to put into motion to receive back that ideal state. Very often, when a person is diagnosed with an illness or disease of some kind, they will not only talk about it a lot, but they will research the disease, gathering information about its possible worsening symptoms and dreaded outcomes. In other words, they give their entire focus to the disease. However, the law of attraction says that we can't make a problem go away by focusing on it, because focusing on the problem can only make the problem worse. Instead, we should do the exact opposite and focus on the ideal state for the area of our body that is unwell, and give our thoughts and feelings to that. Gratitude for the ideal state of any part of your body powerfully uses your thoughts and feelings together so we can magnetize it to us in one fell swoop. Now, this is one of those points where my old pre-programmed biased mind would normally be calling bull on this. But again, I'm learning someone else's perspective, somebody else's ideas, somebody else's thoughts. I'm going to give them a chance. Spend 1 minute in visualizing a scene of yourself with the ideal state of your body that you want. And as you see your body in your mind the way you want it to be grateful for it as though you have received it. So if you want to magically restore your health to your kidneys, be grateful for strong and healthy kidneys that filter and sift out all the waste products from your body. If you want to magically restore health to your blood, be grateful for pure and healthy blood that flows oxygen and nutrients to all parts of your body. If you want to magically restore health to your heart, give thanks for a strong and healthy heart that maintains the well-being of every organ in your body. If you want to magically improve your eyesight, then give thanks for excellent vision. That's what I need to be doing, right? Because I'm sitting here complaining about these glasses all the time. If you want to improve your hearing, then give thanks for perfect hearing. If you want more flexibility, then give thanks for a perfectly supple and agile body. If you want to change your weight, first think about the ideal weight that you want to be. Then imagine yourself at that ideal weight and give thanks for it as though you have received it now. Whatever it is that you want to improve, first imagine yourself with the ideal state and then be grateful for the ideal state as though you have received it right now. Natural forces within us are the true healers of disease. It's a quote from Hippocrates, father of Western medicine, they say. You can follow the magic and miracles in health practice every day if you need to, and you can do it multiple times in a day if you really want to accelerate the magical restoration of full health or the improvement of an aspect of your body. But it is vital that whenever you have a negative thought or feeling about the current state of your body or health, that you replace it immediately, by visualizing yourself with the ideal state you want and by being truly grateful as though you've already received it. The most effective way to guarantee health other than taking good care of yourself physically is to continue to be grateful for your health. In the chapter, now we have the magic practice number 16 in this case, magic and miracles in health. 5 steps to this one. Step 1, Pretty much the same every chapter, except for I think one chapter had a variation. Step 1 is to count your blessings. You make a list of 10 blessings, write why you're grateful, reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. The important part being feeling that thanks, not just saying the words robotically and emptily, according to the author, of course, right? Step 2, recollect 3 separate times throughout your life when you felt on top of the world and give sincere thanks for those times. Yeah. Okay. Step 3, think about 5 functions in your body that are well, and one by one, give thanks for each one. Step 4, choose one thing about your body or health you want to improve and spend 1 minute visualizing yourself with the ideal state of your body or health. Then give thanks for this ideal state. And then step 5, the last step, is pretty much the same every chapter as well. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day. And I'll tell you, I've missed a couple of days doing this, and when I miss them, waking up the next morning isn't the same. When I miss taking that time to think about all the good things that happened to me over the course of a day and choosing which thing was the best thing, I don't get a chance to really celebrate my day and look at my day as a victory. And honestly, every day that you're still alive is a victory, right? You won, you beat death. So I need to get better and better on my practices, and I will, and I am. Hopefully you're doing the same. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Hopefully you're gaining something from this as I am. If you are, feel free to give me a comment. Of course, do the likes and share thing, right? And we're building over here. You know, I'm building with a few organizations, a few teams, a few missions. And, you know, if you want to help out, could definitely use some assistance. You can go to dragonspitchfork.com and hit the tip jar button over there. You can either select some services or products to purchase from me, or you can just send a donation. You can send a donation in cash or crypto. I take Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and at least 5 forms of crypto: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Elrond, aka Multiverse X, Solana. Send something to help out with the mission so that I can continue to do things like fund the founders. I just created the website for that this weekend, as a matter of fact. It's a quick and easy, quick and dirty website, but it's getting it started. If you remember, we started Fund the Founders last Sunday night to help out another project founder or another social impact founder in need. And, oops, I almost did that wrong. And we raised $300 over the course of that weekend to help a founder who was in dire need of some assistance. Help them meet their goal. We raised 303 actually, but they needed 300 to be safe with their rent for the next day. I'm one of those founders now too. I mean, I'm behind on quite a few obligations. So if you want to help out, you can fund the same founder from last time, Veda Taylor. She is the founder of Blankets to the Streets, where they provide blankets to at least people in at least 27 states. They provide blankets and other supplies to the homeless in those states. But Veda, as the founder of Blankets to the Streets, has only accepted about $700 and change from the organization in the 7 to 9 years that she's been running it. I need to go ask her how many years specifically. I forget. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that. But support Veda as much as you support the homeless so that she can keep doing this for the homeless. You can see her link tree right there, right under there. Support Veda. If you want to find it, just go to fundthefounders.org. And then, of course, there's me. I'm co-founder of House of Fluid Reflections in Grayskull, but I'm also helping out in a number of other communities. I'm helping out with Color the Blockchain, where we're working to provide equal access to Web3. We're actually hosting Veda as our first cause. We are doing a series of 4 episodes focused on Blankets to the Streets, where we're working, also providing an NFT to provide another source of income for Blankets to the Streets from the world of Web3. People who are in the crypto community can use Cardano a form of cryptocurrency to send money to her by buying NFTs that are for blankets to the streets. We also, in the past, Color the Blockchain has provided computers to people in places like Calcutta to help somebody who was in need there. He had a really rinky-dink computer. As a matter of fact, check out colortheblockchain.org to see the testimonials for a brother by the name of Odinson, whose life has been changed by the Color the Blockchain, and another brother by the name of B-Boy Lyrics, who has been able to go and spread his form of dance to 7 different countries in Africa, thanks to Color the Blockchain. And he's also been able to take information or spread the word about Web3, which provides opportunities for us. And it's a space that needs more and more of us in there to represent more women, more people of color in the space to help balance and help make sure that bias doesn't take over that space like it has the real world. Helping out with the rap token community. In the rap token community, we're helping to encourage people to collaborate for wellness's sake and just collaborate for the fun and make music and create art for the sake of making art. That's important to us. Grayskull, you know, our mission is hip hop and hip hop group therapy. We're providing a bridge between distress and support for people who may not feel comfortable going to get professional mental health support, but just need somewhere to talk and to kind of work out some things, or just some place to find camaraderie and genuine love. Grayskull is the spot for that, especially in the hip hop community, but we welcome people who aren't interested in hip hop as well. House of Fluid Reflections, our goal is to rehumanize creators by making them feel seen as people, because so often we get caught up in trying to commoditize our creations and lose sight of the fact that we as artists, if we're not well, our creations don't really mean as much. We're not gonna be able to create as well as we have in the past. And you can start heading on a downward spiral if you focus on commoditizing your art in front of taking care of yourself. There are other organizations that I'm helping to build and I'm taking leadership roles in, like NFT Voices, where our goal is to drive the narrative in the NFT space or in the Web3 space. We want to help make it a better place for people. We want to help make sure that the tech doesn't step in front of the people, the humanity that the tech serves. I host a mental maintenance space through NFT Voices every Saturday to make sure that the people are the focus for me in Web3. And I'm getting ready to start a new series called Web3 Backstories, where I'm going to tell the stories of the people, projects, and communities in Web3, again, but putting the humanity first. So I want to tell the stories of the people and also share details about their communities, projects, and creations as well. So I could use some help in these missions. Just send a donation, secure some of my services, buy some products like my NFTs. You can check out my NFTs. As a matter of fact, Pitchfork Pieces is one NFT project that I have that is about to go through a change. You can see that at piece1.dragonspitchfork.com. I'm going to show you real quick, because what you see here is not going to be available for much longer. And scarcity and rarity is what really makes NFTs more valuable. Right now, they're available on OpenSea, and I want to take them off of OpenSea. I've heard people who are very uncomfortable with OpenSea and they don't like OpenSea, and OpenSea kind of, where OpenSea stands right now is kind of against, in some ways, what Web3 is about, which is supposed to be about decentralization. OpenSea has become the premier marketplace in Web3. And when you've got one place or one company that has all the power, it dilutes the whole concept of decentralization. But also, I mentioned these on the Ethereum blockchain, which has higher gas fees, like I said, and I don't feel comfortable having people have to pay such a high transaction fee to buy one of my NFTs. So I'm going to burn the rest of these that are on the Ethereum blockchain at a certain point, which means instead of 111 of them being available to purchase, there'll be a smaller number, which, as I do what I'm supposed to do to build value in myself and in the communities I'm building, should make these appreciate in value. Not guaranteed. I want to make sure this isn't being looked at as financial advice, but based on the way the NFT world works, this is how things have historically worked, is as people have shown and demonstrated value in themselves and in the projects that they bring themselves to, the commodities that they create, the products they create, like the NFTs, help appreciate in value. So by me reducing the supply of these, that could increase the value of them in the long run. Not right away. Could be a year from now, 2 years from now. What you bought for $25 could be worth $200. Who knows? So I'm going to yank these off of OpenSea, and I'm going to go distribute them on multiple different blockchains. So piece1.dragonspitchfork.com if you want to get these before I yank them out of here. Other than that, I hate doing stuff like that. It feels like being a salesperson, but I've got to learn how to advocate for what I do more and more so that I can keep doing more and more of it. Otherwise, it's time to go hit the job market. And I'm cool with doing that, but it just means less time I get to dedicate to the causes that I'm dedicating myself to now. I think that's it for today. I'm ready to get on with my day and start handling business. Got a lot going on today. Got a music space that I'm hosting today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's called The Royal Ramble. And what we're going to talk about is music, NFT splits, and royalties on the Cardano blockchain. I want to learn about it, and I figured the best way to learn about it is to ask people who are experienced with it. And as I learn, I like to share it with you guys, because you know what I'm doing is this near real-time documentary thing. So as I learn, I want you to learn. Join us for the space on Twitter. I'm Dragons Pitchfork on Twitter. It's Dragons PITCH 4RK on Twitter. Anything else that's going on this week that I know of? You know, there's the usual Grayskull and Gray Space. Gray Space is Thursday nights. You can get to us. DM me if you want to join the Grayskull Discord. And through the Grayskull Discord, you can see the schedule and get the link to Gray Space. Other than that, I think I'm ready to rock, man. So I hope you all have a happy Monday. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Love. Thanks for hanging with me, Queen. Peace, 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 bro. I'm gonna talk to you throughout the day, man. I'll be shut down. I'll be in. DJ Lotus, thank you for joining. If you stayed the whole time, I appreciate you. Hope you have a good day. Take care of yourself.